Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Deck here right now. We have a mouthful to talk about. Okay, so I just finished up the Acolyte episode 4. We definitely have to talk about this because I believe this is heading on. I think this may be a Sith Lord. This may be Plagueis or maybe even Palpatine. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys why about this in a moment's notice. So let's recap this real fast. Okay, so on the planet North, I believe it's called North. So right now, May and her friend Kamir, what they're doing is they're trying to find the Jedi Wookiee. As they walk, I guess you could say, inside the forest. The Wookiee, he actually lives inside an abandoned, uh, I guess you could say, spacecraft that actually was shot down. Yeah, I could say it was shot down inside the woods. So he lives inside the woods basically, and no one really even bothers him. So what's crazy is that they're talking, and also Cormier brings up the fact that I can't believe you're killing these Jedi's without any weapons. Like, is this your ultimate test? What you're actually trying to do to our master, like who we're working for? And she says, well, I don't know exactly what we're working for. I never even seen his face. And she asks Cormier, have you seen his face? He stuttered a little bit, but he said, of course not. I haven't actually really seen his face at all. And so the thing is, what happened is that she made a deal. Cormier says, so you made a deal with our master, basically. He made a deal, but the deal was kind of like to help out May with their mission. So May, it's not necessarily a test. What her master wants her to do is to see if she's able to kill all the Jedi she knew she met as a kid without any weapons. Now let me remind you this. Let me tell you this. Palpatine never uses a lightsaber. He only used a lightsaber in Revenge of the Sith when he killed all those Jedi Masters, Kit Fisto, I guess you could say Mace Windu. Well, he kind of had a little help with Anakin. He never used the lightsaber. He mocked the Jedi. That's why he only used the lightsaber. If you're a strong force power user, especially with the dark side, you don't need to use the lightsaber. He only mocked the Jedi for using the lightsaber. Uh, it's debatable for Vader's point of view. The only reason why he needed to use the lightsaber is because he was always in the front lines in combat, basically in the wars. Just I guess you could say, take on his enemies and stuff. And they also feared him because he was a Sith Lord too. Most of the Sith Lords, they're in hiding right now, and all of them have wicked and amazing red lightsabers, and it's so epically awesome. Those are in the legends and some of the canons a little bit, but I'm not going to talk about that a little bit. I'm gonna show you from there. Okay, so basically, yeah, she's going to have to square off with the Wookiee Jedi. I think it's going to be pretty intense at first. I was like, I'm not sure she's going to pull this off. She was able to kill about like 2 of the Jedi's remaining butts. All the Jedi's at the Coruscant, well, basically they had a group meeting about May, and what they found out is that she's targeting all the Jedi that were on her planet, I believe Bread Rock or something. I don't know. It was a deal she made with her master, and her master was basically her trainer, but I'm not sure she knows ways of the lightsaber, how to use it. She probably does, and he probably took it away from her and said that you're not going to use the lightsaber just yet. I want to see what you could do without you using a lightsaber. A lot of Sith Lords, most of them, they don't use lightsabers. The only person who actually did not use the lightsaber, who mocked the Jedi, who eventually never even cared for using a lightsaber, was Palpatine. So Palpatine was trained by Plagueis. What if this scenario actually happened? What if all this was Plagueis' doing, like from the start? Or maybe maybe this was Palpatine's work. We have like two big bets in mind. That's my theory right there. It's not actually a theory, it's a plausibility right now, what's going on actually happening. So when they have their meeting right now, I guess you could say Osha is kind of saying her goodbyes to the Padawan. Padawan is, I believe, Jackie. So Soul said that he wants to go on a solo mission. He was talking to the head leaders, and she said that, okay, we'll give you a green light if you could take her in. But the thing is that they do not want to kill her, because Soul says that if you kill her, we won't know who her master is or where he is at all. So it's kind of like they're going to use me as bait to try to draw out the master. And sure as hell, something did happen. But let me tell you this. So Osha agreed to go with Soul and the rest of the remaining Jedi and the Padawans to go to see North. They want to stop May and try to bring in May without killing, I guess you could say, the Wookiee. Okay, they made it to the planet North, the Jedi, and May, Ami, and Osha. Okay, we got that out of the way. Inside the forest, what's going on is that Quamir actually gets trapped in one of these springs, and his leg is caught inside of it. And let's just say that May said that, you know what, I did need you, but she ran the other way. She wanted to kill the Wookiee herself. So when she saw the Wookiee's little hideouts, she opened the door. She was going to kill him, but he was already dead. Yeah, he was already dead. The Wookiee was already dead. And she said, he's here. Basically, her master is here. So finally, the Jedi and Osha finally made it to the Wookiee's place. And May was looking outside the window, and they're saying, come out right now, May. We basically won't hurt you at all and stuff. Just come in peaceful. Come in peace. All of a sudden, behind Osha was a man covered in all black armor and a pretty cool mask, I say, a helmet. He drew out his red lightsaber and he basically force pushed Osha out of the way. All the Jedi that were there, they draw on their lightsabers. They're like, okay, it's war, it's battle time. We seen a red lightsaber. This has to be a Sith Lord that we're all talking about. He force pushed all of them, and they all fell down. So, if this Force user, that's a so-called Sith Lord, can force push, like literally force push Master Jedis all the way across, I guess you'd say, the field, this has to be a Sith Lord or apprentice to be a Sith Lord. Now this maybe Plagueis is doing. I believe it may be Plagueis is doing Dark Force user. It has to be Plagueis. That's what I'm calling it. It's Plagueis. Yeah. Even if it's Plagueis, then that means I don't think Disney will go that dark. I mean, the last episode was pretty dark. I believe that there's two factors I have in mind. The twins may end up dying. Well, they had to end up dying in order to have Anakin Skywalker's story to be told. That's why I believe what's going to happen. But the rest of the Jedi, I don't know what's going to happen to them. I guess we're going to have to figure out in the next episode. This episode, finally we get to see a lightsabers in action. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel. So I was in, yes, of course, I'll see you all in the next one.